Welcome to the Land Your Bet Sports Betting Live Show. Little break for the kid, but we back. So appreciate everybody being in here, man. Got people in early. I even forgot to schedule this earlier. That's how out of touch I am right now. So I appreciate you guys who have got the notifications on, checking everything out. What's up, Sergeant Blazzini? Good to have you back, bro. Good to be back for real. Sharif loves Maxey tonight. So over 6.5 assists with Embiid and PG playing. We can talk about how that stuff's people are affected by that stuff. But what's up, Enrique? Good to be back, bro. Missed y'all too, man. NBA is super tricky, Carlos. Getting cooked too. This is a tough week, man, with the trades. We got people moving. We got people that were listed out late because they were getting traded. A lot of weird shit this week. Tough week for me to be on the move and stuff. But glad to be back. Let's get it tonight. What's up, Ghost 39? My guy, Wealth Success, also ready for today. Money Making Friday, if we can get it. Bryce Nas on the Collier double. Definitely got to look at Collier. They got his shit so high now, man. I mean, it took him a minute, but I was talking with a couple of people earlier, and the Collier stock has risen fast. So I'm not sure if we can get it at a buy low price anymore. We'll take a look at it though. What's up, Devonta? Let's get it today. My guy here, Andre. What's up, man? Glad to be back, bro. Good to be back. Ryan, I got Free Sauce, one of the VIP cappers in the Discord. So if you do see some of the plays from Free Sauce coming in, always tapped in. Appreciate you as always, bro. What's up, Marcus? You got some looks too today as always. You like Miles Bridges on the rebounds and assists. You still got plus money on that in some spots for Miles Bridges on the Hornets. Yeah, tough spot against the Spurs, but maybe, I mean, there's who's playing. I mean, LaMelo might be playing, actually. He was at shoot around, so we'll see. He's still questionable. But what's up, Matthew? You did a little sprinkle on Collier 10 and 10 plus 6 rebounds for some plus 1,800 on Bovada. High risk, but he hit those numbers against the Warriors last night. He did. The Phoenix Suns might not be too tough of an opponent tonight either. We don't know if KD's playing still, right? We don't know if Bradley Beal is playing. So we're gonna wait to see on some of those injury reports to see what's up. But yeah, get some leans in. Everybody's gonna be in these comments throwing their leans in. Let's see what you got to Juki Taylor, like the name. Let us know what you're looking at. What's up, Danny? What's good? We got Go in the house. Harrison Barnes on the PRA. Yeah, Harrison Barnes been balling lately. Sohan doing better, but it looks like Keldon Johnson's the odd man out. His minutes just plummeted downward. So we might still be seeing a good amount of Harrison Barnes, and he keeps starting. So that is for sure. We'll look at that one, Goka. Appreciate that look right there. We got that one. Let me star that one. I think David already had a star. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll restart for you. Yeah, let's see. What's up, C-Biz? What's good, bro? Collier, always. Yeah, gotta watch that. I know you love your guy there. We'll take a look at that Utah game real quick. I don't have anything for Collier yet. Ball 25 points line. Weird. Yeah, I guess that is weird. I think he has been going under his like 30 points pretty consistently. So we'll take a look at that. But starring all these looks, let me star this one. Remember to look at our boy. What's up, Three Kings? Tough. Raul Garcia likes Jovic. Yeah, I got to put Jovic because I know someone in the VIP Discord was saying like, let's make sure we look at Jovic today. So we'll look at him. I'm not betting on the Heat anymore. I told you all that. They got me twice with Kalel Ware in a row, and now I'm out. So I can't be doing it. Use Lee likes the we got D'Lo overs. All right, let's take a look. I mean, that Brooklyn game has me staying away, but we can take a look at it. Let me see. Keontae George overs as well. All right, yeah, well, maybe there's something more to Keontae George, especially if George is not ruled a starter. He's going to be the only dude ball handling coming off the bench. Points, assists might both be good looking for Keontae George. So I like the idea there. How do we like Fox assists and D, Justin? We liked him. I mean, I liked him last game. Not that I could tell you that from a sick bed, but I liked him last game for real. And now I think we're still getting a decent look at him. Chris Paul, I mean, I think that might be the play is like an under on Chris Paul assists and an over on De'Aaron Fox assists. Those are correlated, but I think you'll still get some good juice to bet those together. What's up, Diego? Good to have you in here. Shay Yee, what's up, man? We got, we'll get it. Ethico's in here. Let me see if we got any more looks. Yeah, some John Collins from Juki Taylor. Got to at least look at it. Puggo, what's up, my man? You got clapped on the wheel, bro. I know. I had to show the video, even though I knew that was going to be heartbreaking for you. But we're going to be coming back. So appreciate it, Jonathan, for sure. Let's see. We got Bilal. I'm going to start that one. Bilal Koulibaly. Do we stay away from iHeart? I actually have a bet on iHeart already. It's a first quarter bet, though, Doug E., because I'm not totally sure that he's going to be needed much. But I actually, if this wasn't going to be a blowout and that we could trust that this Toronto and OKC game was going to actually stay a game, I would be betting iHeart overs because Chet's not going to play more than 20 minutes at the most. I wouldn't be surprised if he played 15. I'm a little bit weary of going under on Chet because if he does have this like spark of I just want to get in there and play my ass off in the first few minutes that I'm out there because I miss playing NBA hoops, then I'm scared that he could get, 20 points in 17 minutes or whatever baloney if he's going off. So maybe under on the rebounds for Chet, but definitely over on the boards for iHeart with no Jakob Poeltl and all that. I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. Let me start bringing up some stuff here. I'm just excited to be back, honestly, man. I see a lot of great comments in here. So David, as always, live show producer David's helping me out, starring all the comments that you guys are putting in here when you bring your bets so I can look at those as we go through game by game. On the bottom line is going to be the bets that I already have on the card. And a quick reminder to all, if you do want to jump into the VIP, going to give you that opportunity as always. If you do want to sign up for any of the sports books, I added a few sports books as well. So we have Novig available now. There's some new offers for Sleeper. I got to update this outdated graphic, but the thing that matters is go ahead and sign up for any of the books that you see scrolling underneath me. Check the description of the video. That's where you get the links to all the books. If you do sign up for any of these books, use code LYB, and that'll get you a free. That'll get you all the bonus bets and everything. Send me a screenshot showing me that you signed up with one of those sports books, and I'll go ahead and get you a free month in the VIP. You can hit me on Twitter or Discord at JLBoogie, and that's where I'll go ahead and, like I said, see the screenshots you took, and then get you that free month in the VIP. But we're gonna be using Props Madness here. Let me start bringing up my screen so I can look at the plays that we've got on the card and the ones that we want to get down on the card since we don't have them yet. But you guys have some good looks already in the comments. So I'm going to start getting into Props Madness here and run with it. So here we go. Got that there. All right. Yeah, that. Bada boom. This is Props Madness. If you guys are not familiar with it, definitely want to check this one out. And if you have any questions about this while I'm going through it, definitely just jump in the comments and let me know. But this is the most time-saving, efficient tool. It's got more than you're going to see anywhere else. I also want to make sure you guys know a couple additions that they just had to Props Madness that are awesome. You can see here, won by, lost by. This is fire, right? So you can see how do guys do in blowouts. If they get blown out or if they blow out the other team, what are their stats? Like, for instance, if we were looking at Donnie Mitchell today, this is a really helpful tool that they've added because this is a, 17.5-point spread for this game against the Wizards for Cleveland. They're probably going to be winning by 30, right? So if they're just smacking this team, why would Donnie Mitchell be playing much? So let's see if they do win. If the spread is 17.5, let's just say 17-point game, and we can even just do 15, right? If they win by at least 15 points in 16 games this season, Donnie Mitchell has gone under 24.5 in 9 of those 16. So he's only gone over in 5 of 16. He's averaging 22.8 points, which does get you under the 24.5. So, I mean, this opened at 26 and was a great under. I don't know if you have quite as much of an edge, but this should not be a close game. So just wanted to shout out Props Madness for this edition right here. Also, one thing that I had been bugging Pips about forever was, please, can you show me the averages for certain things? So now you can see here, whatever, if you choose advanced filters and you look at either minutes, or let's say you want to look at, his rebound, or let's do 3-point attempts. I want to know how many 3-point attempts Donnie's taken in the last 25 games. He's averaging 9.3 3-point attempts, which is what his season average is as well. But I can finally see these averages on the bottom. It's a little bit small, but when you guys are looking at your own screen, I would definitely make sure you're taking into account what his averages are over the course of a span of games or whatever, right? Like over the last, we can see 12 games, Donnie's at 9.8 threes a game. So he's averaging a few more threes per game recently. This is super, super helpful. So just make sure you're checking that out. And as David was showing you earlier, make sure that if you do sign up for Props Madness, use promo code LYB. That'll get you 25% off your first month. Plus, you can also get 7 days free trial. If you want to just check it out for yourself, definitely use that code when you're looking at Props Madness. But one play that I have from this game as I get into the first one here, which is Cavs and Wiz. I actually like Ty Jerome a lot in this game, and there's a couple of reasons here. So I took Ty Jerome in a couple different bets. We got him over 18.5 points and assists. That is, once again, all this stuff scrolling on the bottom line, but this is one of my favorite bets here because of a lot of reasons. So I went for the points and assists, mostly because there's nobody left on the second line for this team. Let's open up the injury report for just one sec. If you are not using this official injury report here, this is linked in the description of the video as well. This is what the teams are sending to the NBA. So this is as official as it gets, even though it's not the fastest. This is at least what I would be using as gospel for what this says, right? So obviously, Karis LeVert not on this team anymore. This is the dude I was always looking at for Ty Jerome bets more than anything anyway, because Karis LeVert was the guy who was sort of the 1A alpha on the second unit Well, now that's Ty Jerome with a bullet, because not only is Karis LeVert not on the team anymore, he's in Atlanta. Sam Merrill is out for personal reasons. They had Donnie Mitchell questionable. There was this thought he might not even play that much in this game. And we've got Niang not on the squad. Isaac Okoro also out. And that's really what it comes down to is LeVert, Merrill, Okoro, and even Dean Wade. So everybody that was running on the second unit with Ty Jerome is gone. It's his show now. Like, it's his world, right? So I like the points and the assists because he's going to be he's just going to have the ball in his hands. He could pass it, he could score it. He's going to be doing both. Other thing is, if this is a blowout, this is his game as well, and it's his world entirely if this is a blowout. So love that look. The other thing here is the minutes, right? He's got to be expected to play 25. So if we look at him, and he could play up to 33, honestly, which is the most he's played this season. If we up his minutes to 25 and say he's going to play at least 25 minutes tonight, you can see he's hit the 18.5 in 5 of 8 games, and he's averaging 25.4 points and assists in these games. So this is going to be a big Ty Jerome game. I took the points and assists. I also hit him for 20 plus points at plus 375 on Bet365. No reason not to have that. I mean, he's hit 20 plus in 5 of these 8, 5 of these 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 8 games that he's played 25 minutes at least. And like I said, I think he should be almost at 30, if not 30 plus. And if this is a blowout, it's definitely going to be 30 plus for Ty Jerome. So 3 separate bets for Ty on the card. Like I said, scrolling on the bottom if you want to check those out. Not much else I'd be willing to play in this game. Not any starter overs or anything like that. I was thinking about Donnie Mitchell under. It got a little bit low. It can be scary to do that, especially because if they don't blow this out, then we might not see this. So look for Max Strus on the 10 points. Oh, wow. It's 9.5 for Max Strus. Interesting. Yeah, he's going to be starting again. Let me see real quick. 28 minutes in the last game versus Detroit with no Donnie Mitchell. That's frustrating. 29 minutes, just 4 shots against Boston. Not a good matchup for him. Obviously, spot-up shooters. Looks like Washington also not quite as bad against spot-up shooters, which is interesting. So if you scroll down on Props Madness, you can see a lot more, right? This is bottom half of this is as much as anything is going to be why you would want to pay the monthly subscription here for Props Madness. You see the season shot charts. You can see how the defense defends against where he wants to shoot from. You can also see play type analysis and how they defend against the plays that he scores off of. A little bit of the problem is that he scores off of the spot up, and this team is much worse against pull up shots than they are spot up shots for the Wizards, what I'm trying to say. So I really don't want to spend much time in a game that has a 20-point spread. I'll be honest with you. If you're looking at Washington, yeah, Bilal Coulibaly would be the only guy I would look at, whether it's assists or anything else. I know he had the triple-double last game, right? Yeah. So the points are definitely not what I'm looking at with Bilal. The assists are 3.5, still not bad. Wow, that's crazy that they're still 3.5. I'm sure they got nuked, and I'm sure somebody else hit this too, right? Some Twitter dude or somebody probably put this down. The 3.5 is really interesting. He did get 11 on 11 potential assists. So let's slow our roll a little bit with just thinking that this is a lock of any kind. Was also against the Brooklyn Nets, who you may have heard are terrible at basketball. This Cleveland squad, though, 9th best limiting assists. So let's just be a little bit easy on just like, I know this is a very low line at 3.5. So the boards are 5.5. He had 15 chances, once again, against the Nets. Not going to be easy to board up against the Cavs. Is he going to get the minutes? He's pretty blowout proof, right? Like, let's say that they lose by, let's see. I'm going to do lost by 15. They're going to lose by 15. It's a little bit tough. This is the boards. This is the dimes. Let's see if we do. And you said the 4.5 assists, which gets you probably up to what, like plus 120 for Bilal. Rebounds and assists. So we're going to be having... It's tough. I don't know if we can use any past stuff here to help us out. And then in this last game against the Nets, were they already missing everybody, or had they? Well, Kuzma was out, Sar was out. Let me look back at this injury report real quick, and then I get off this game. Honestly, Malcolm Brogdon questionable to play. Yeah, I think it's a good look. It makes sense. Okay, Sar's out. Good. Yeah, it makes sense. There's not much else out there for Washington. It's just I don't like the matchup. I don't like anything for Washington. So okay, if you want me to field, let's just go that route for a second at least. So taking out Kuzma, that makes a lot more sense. So this is what you're looking at. Got you. The 3.5 and the 4. He's averaging about 4.5. So he's over the 3.5 and 13 of 17. But by the way, thank you for sharing that, Maxim, because like this is like point me. You know what I mean? Point me in the right direction. When you put a look out there, if you can put the look out there by saying this is why I'm looking at it, then we'll get there. We'll get there together. But Kyle Kuzma not in there. You put this at 4.5. He's still over in 53%. That's probably a good look. I see where you're at. Whether or not the Cavs are good or not. Now, last game without Kuz, it was a similar situation, right? 6 potentials and just 4 dimes. So that's why I think it's like right on the line. I think it's a good look. I'm going to dip out of this game, though, and get into some other stuff here. So let me pull up the rest of my card real quick, too. I'm going to keep taking these looks from you guys, but also get into what we've already got on the card and then use that to get into these other games. Let's go to the I don't have anything from this game just yet. Let's go to this Bucks game because these bets are just coming out. As we move to Bucks Hawks, go ahead and make sure you give that video a like if you're jumping in here. If you are not yet subscribed to the page, going to be coming back with these videos each and every day after a brief hiatus from just Thursday, missing out on that day. But we have 11 games tomorrow. So I'm going to be coming back on the live tomorrow as well. Quick update there. It's going to be 5:30 tomorrow. I had been going an hour early on Saturdays, but we're going 5:30 p.m. Eastern on Saturday as well. We have 11 games on the slate, and 9 of them bitches are going to be starting at like 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So I'm going to be going a little bit, or I think actually 7 p.m. Eastern. So I'm going to go at 5:30 so we can do this at the same time that it is relevant to today, right? So that we get ahead of these games that are going to start about 7 p.m., which is the normal time. We're going to miss 2 games. One of them's a poo-poo East Coast game at like 9 a.m. Who the fuck is watching that? So, yeah. All right, let's get into next look here, which we're going to get into Milwaukee, Atlanta for a minute. We know actually Giannis is still questionable. Is that right, David? No updates on any injury news to interrupt real quick?
No, nothing yet.
Okay. Thank you, sir. No worries. Yeah, obviously Trey's in, so no worries there. And then nobody's making their debut for the Hawks. We already knew that. Like Niang, Karis LeVert, and Terrence Mann. None of them are playing yet. But yeah, Trey would have been a great bet in this last one too, by the way, against the Spurs. I'm kind of pissed. He was at like 25.5 points. Anyway, the bet I already have down here, I'm looking at my guy Bobby Poe, and he's starting to come out. His stuff is mostly available on Caesars and FanDuel as far as the legal books go. But I mean, it's not just because Bobby Poe went off against the Hornets. It's also because he's and took 21 shots. That was without Giannis. First of all, if Giannis doesn't play because he's still questionable, this is a steal because this is going to get up to 20, 21.5 if Giannis is ruled out. So 12.5, I should probably be hitting 15 plus as well. Should I not? Let's see what that is on. The other thing is the boards. I'm just going to go straight to FanDuel for the Bobby stuff. But look, Bobby was out for personal reasons because his grandmother died. He was close with his grandma, whatever. I mean, you can use that as whatever you want, conjecture, fine, whatever. It's a great matchup, man. And I do think there's at least something. Yes, his grandmother died, and you can say he's using that for motivation, whatever. The point is he was out for like a week and a half, and Bobby Portis is a crazy man who loves basketball and lives it, right? And so he's just been wanting to get out there. And that's why they probably also feel comfortable giving Giannis more time as they go into the All-Star break to even more time off. So we could easily see Giannis not playing. So before I even go any further, what are the odds for the 15 plus? Because he could easily have a 20-10 game in this one. And I think I should be hitting the boards as well. But Atlanta sucks. And I'll get into that a little bit more here. But let's look at the Bobby Portis alt points and see where we are at. 14.5. So 15 is going to be about plus 140. And then we can get this all the way up to 20 plus, I bet, right? So let me just go to the 20 plus look right here for him too. 20 plus is plus 420. And the reason I want to hit this right now is because if Giannis is ruled out, then this is going to be his core line is 20 plus, and we can get this for 4-1. So the real question becomes, I already hit the 12.5. I don't feel the need to hit the 15 plus if I can just get, well, I'll hit them both. Who the fuck cares? All right. So I'm putting 0.5, 0.3. I'm putting 0.3 units on Bobby Portis 20 plus points. I'm just starting right there. If we can throw that on the card, please, David, on the bottom line. I'm going to add the Bobby Portis 20 plus points look there. Like I said, like there's a little bit of a gamble that if Giannis plays, then yeah, this is not a great bet. But even at plus 420 is priced like Giannis is playing, and he could still get this. So if Giannis is out, though, this is once again a steal at 4-1. So plus 420 FD, putting 0.3 units on that to win one back. Let's see, 20 plus points. All right. Added that. Throwing that in the VIP. Let me get that on my card as well. Cool. I got to look at the rebounds too for Bobby, which I will do. So So the boards for Bobby are also a look because, well, look, he's on the second unit without Chris Middleton. So let me just give you a bit of that context here. There's no Chris Middleton. There's just him, right? They're going up against Atlanta, who doesn't have Jalen Johnson. One thing I want to show you guys real quick, if you go to FanDuel Fantasy Pros and you're looking at team defense versus position, right? You can see here, you can choose between the different positions and see how each team limits or doesn't limit what they want to do. So on the season against power forwards, Atlanta, pretty good, limiting points. They're kind of middle of the pack, I believe. Maybe they've been bad all season. Hold on. Points on the season. Yeah, they've been bad all season, giving up 24 or so as far as the boards go. Also giving up about 10.2 boards or so. So in the bottom half of the league, right? If you look at this in the last 7 days since they lost Jalen Johnson, they're much worse, even worse. So they're about 8th worst limiting the rebounds. They are 2nd worst limiting points to the power forward. And Bobby's going to be power forward, center, whatever you want to call him when he comes out there on the second unit. But he could also be getting a good amount of time here if this does turn into a blowout at all in any way. But I think that we should be considering Bobby for about 26, 28 minutes, like more than 25 is the point that I'm trying to make. In which case, yeah, if we put him at about 28 plus minutes in this game, and let's just say he maxed him at about 32 or so. You give him 28 to 32 minutes, the points, he's at about 20 per game. So that's why I'm not even really scared of the 20 plus. If Giannis, I think Giannis probably missed most of these games, if we're being honest. If we're being Giannis, then yeah. So, I mean, Giannis was in there for some of those games and not all of them. So, yeah, I like the Bobby Portis stuff. The boards, also really sexy, aren't they? Damn. I'm going to get more Bobby Portis. I'm going to have more Bobby Portis stock that I own at this point because 7.5 is still really a great number. Minus 124. If Giannis isn't in, this is once again a complete steal. If we do this where he just plays without Giannis for a minute. Yeah, I mean, those are all the games where he plays 30 plus minutes or 28 plus minutes, right? Except for one of them where he only played 18 without Giannis against the Heat when they won by 3. I don't remember that game. So what do I want to do with the boards is the question. I think I still want to play them at 7.5. So I'm going to take that at minus 108 on Bet Rivers. I'm just going to keep backing the guys that I'm trusting today. So I'm going to take Bobby Portis. David, if we could, yeah, let's take the over 7.5, minus 124 on FanDuel. Or I'm sorry, minus 108 on Bet Rivers. I can play that. I got my Bet Rivers guy right here. Yeah, I can play that. All right. Over 7.5 Rebs, minus 108 on Bet Rivers. I would still play this on FanDuel if you don't have access to Bet Rivers. I'm assuming most people, that's the most popular book, so I'm assuming most people have that. Minus 125 is what that's playable to. All right, let's keep it rolling. I love, like I said, just love Bobby Portis in this game. I don't know for sure. Giannis probably a go. I just don't even really care, really. All right, let's keep rolling here. Let me see if there's anything also what y'all got in terms of this. That's facts. I can play that. Yeah, I can play that. All right, let's see real quick. PR. Yeah, you could play that. Nothing wrong with that, Hog D. If you like you like combining them for sure, because like I'm down to say that this man's gonna score 15 points. So I'm not scared of that at all, right there. Yeah, they're the Bobby Post stuff not out everywhere. I want to get it out early to y'all as these other books start putting some lines out. So keep that in mind. Let me see if y'all have anything else for the for this Hawks and Bucks game as well. Looking at what we got start here, Hawks and Bucks. And then I definitely want to get to the Spurs game too, because I see y'all have a lot of looks for the Spurs game here. Yeah, and we do still like the Fox assist. A lot of looks for that. Yeah, we got to get to a couple other games. Fox double-double is not a bad call from the Goatga. Let me just get through the picks I have so we can just do this together. I also have John Collins. I'll just throw those out there right now so that we can get those on. David's got those on the card. I want to make sure that you see why I got the bets I've got, and then I'm just going to go straight through the comments, and we'll spend the rest of the show doing that. And I think that might be how we need to do it. It's just like, let me get these picks out there and then go through what you guys have a little bit more. So the next look I'm going to here is Toronto. If you don't have this available to you, I understand, but in this Toronto and OKC game, I like the Hartenstein rebounds. So I was being asked about that before, right? And the thing is Chet's not going to play, man. Now, I'm not going to take an under on Chet. It's not because he has a hit rate. It's because he could easily, like I said, get 17 points in the 20 minutes that he's going to play. It would not surprise me at all if they just allow him to shoot a ton. the boards, maybe he's really excited to get out there and get the boards. I don't love them for him. I don't know how he's going to play with Hartenstein, but I'm still going to be taking Hartenstein boards with Chet Holmgren. I'm still down to take like Hartenstein assists and stuff like that with Chet Holmgren, to be honest. Like, I'm not scared of that at this point. So that was my look for this game is Hartenstein. You have to go to a couple specific books to play the Hartenstein rebounds, which sucks because I played first quarter on the boards, first quarter rebounds. I wouldn't be totally scared of the full game on the boards either. 10.5, minus 122. I'm still fine with that. I still think he's going to be getting 28, 32 minutes in that range. So like an average of 30 minutes per game, even with Chet Holmgren out there. And he's still going to be the better rebounder of the two, as we know, which is why they got him, which is what they're going to rely on him to do. So I'm waiting to see what happens with his points. Look, Pirtle's not out there, but who's getting rebounds for this team? Maybe Scotty Barnes. We could talk about that in a minute too, but like, this is it, right? This dude's going to just eat glass in this game. So it was 2.5 for the first quarter rebounds. I also took a small ladder rule up to 5+ first quarter boards. Thank you for that, Free Sauce. We'll go get to that game here. We'll start there after I finish these looks. So if you can get first quarter rebounds for Hartenstein, that's the look for me. If it can't, and you would really still want to play those boards, I mean, 10.5 minus 104, this is going down a bit too. We might see Chet Holmgren ruled in, and if he's officially ruled as a starter, and if Holmgren is officially ruled as a starter, that probably helps Hartenstein's boards prop go down a little bit, but I think that's where we're going to get a ton of value. I think he's still good for 11 boards in this game. So that's one from here. I got the Bobby Poe, and then one more that I already have on the card for you guys is from the Utah game, and that is going to be, I love that we already have these Saturday props coming out. That's beautiful. This first bet that I have here is John Collins, because I ain't scared. I'm going right back to the PR, even though this didn't hit last game for me, and it didn't hit because of the boards, but I love the edge on the boards, so I wasn't unhappy at all to take them both, because I know he's still going to be getting shots up. So I took the 25.5 points and rebounds. That's what you see scrolling on the bottom there underneath me. So it's 25.5 is minus 115. I got it minus one. Yeah, I got minus 110 on this, which is still available for John Collins PR. So that's where I'm at with him. Like, the shots are still there. He took 15 in this last game, the 18, and then he had been taking about 10 to 13 shots. But yeah, he's averaging 15 shots per game since he came back from injury over the course of whatever this is, like the last 12 or so. When he January 4th is really when he came back from the second time from injury. But if you look at the field goal attempts in these games, he's at about 14. If you put this out to the last 20-ish games or so, he gets back up to about 20 on the season, about 14.8 shots per game for John Collins. So the points I'm great with. The boards, I like, he didn't get it against the Dubs here, but the rebound chances is what we're chasing. If you look at his rebound chances, and once again, I can just look at these really easily in average. If you look at these rebound chances since December, he's averaging about 12.5 on the season. He's at 14. And over the course of the last 5, right? 12, 17, 18, and 12. So he's at about 15 in these last 4 or 5 games. I just think it's going to continue to be there. I think Nick Richards sucks. KD is still questionable, by the way. So we need to see if he's going to be out there. If he's not, this is a great matchup for him, especially because we're going to see Royce O'Neal guarding Lauri Markkanen, and he is the much better defender of all these guys out here. If there's no KD, then it's just going to be time to eat for John Collins. You might even have Grayson Allen on him, which is just a wonderful matchup. So that's the other bet that I have on the card. I'm still strongly considering also from this game, I don't have it in, is the Walker Kessler boards. And we at least got to talk about Isaiah Collier. So let's start the community stuff here, because I know that I have looks for Isaiah Collier, and I think I saw one for Walker Kessler as well. All right, but we have a lot more people in here since last time, so go ahead and give that video a like if you're in here and getting anything out of what we're doing. I would subscribe if you are not yet doing so on YouTube, and turn those notifications on, because today, when I'm a dipshit and didn't pre-schedule the YouTube live show for you guys, it's hard to know when I'm going live when I do that. So the notifications help a ton. And then if you do want to get into the VIP, tough last couple of days, back to about 54 units on the season. But if you do want to jump into the VIP, still offering the opportunity to get a free month. If you sign up for any of the sports books that are scrolling underneath me here, they're all listed in the description of the video as well. Sign up for one of those and use code LYB, and then hit me up and let me know that you did that. I'll get you the free month. And you can hit me on Twitter or Discord at JLBoogie. And I'll go ahead and, like I said, get you that free month if you just send me the screenshots there. Get all your free money and your free bets and all that stuff as well. But all right, let's go right back to, which game do we want to look at first? I know the LaMelo stuff came in. I got to start here. I know this is a later game, but I at least got to start here on this Utah game, because Utah is my favorite team. I need to probably start putting a Utah cap on my head in the thumbnail of these videos. That's what Crank Zone told me to do. I'm starting on the Utah side here. So Walker Kessler and Isaiah Collier. It sucks because I love the John Collins stuff. And the thing that I love about the John Collins bets here, I'll just bring this up for you real quick, and I can't get away from it. This is FanDuel Fantasy Pros. For those of you who have not seen it yet, some of you probably have. This is what I'm using to see how guys play on court together when they're playing at the same time, right? And on court, we know that we're going to have Collier, Collins, Markkanen, Walker, Kessler. So I put them on court, and I can see here that in these minutes they played together, John Collins is going off. I mean, he's at about 25 points per 36, 11.6 boards per 36 minutes, and he's back up to about 30, 34 minutes in that range, right? Not playing less than 30 anymore. So love that stuff for him. But then when it comes to Walker Kessler and Isaiah Collier, same thing. Like Kessler is at 13.7 rebounds per 36, also playing a lot of minutes. And then when we look at Collier on his dimes, he's at 10.5 assists per 36. And we don't have Colin Sexton in tonight, and we don't have Jordan Clarkson in tonight. Let me do this. Let me put Colin Sexton off court because we know he's not playing. What do his numbers look like in these situations? Collier goes up to 12.5 assists per 36 without Sexton. I think I just got to take it and not be scared, man. I think, and I know y'all got the double-double for Collier. The question I'm looking at is, do I take the points and assists or just the assists, which still get me plus money? So this is 9 assists, 12 points, which is 21 points and assists, which is what this is at. But I can get 19.5 if I combine them, and I don't think I'm scared of that. I think that's what I want to do. So 19.5 minus 120 on FanDuel. That's the play, I think, is the points and assists, because I'm a little bit scared of just the dimes by themselves, even though maybe I shouldn't be and I'm acting like a pussy. That's what we're saying, isn't it? And we all like the double-double, which is like plus 370. This is what I've been doing all freaking day with Isaiah Collier, all freaking day. So, I mean, he's still good for like the 32, 34 minutes, man, because there's no way he's not playing that much. So even at 30 minutes, he's looking at about 9 dimes. He's looking at about 12.8 points. There's no way he's playing less than 30. The points and assists, decent hit rate, 50-50, 22 per game. Just got to do it. Just got to do it. 19.5. I mean, this Phoenix team is dysfunctional as hell. He's going to get the time. Let's get the, thank you, Samir. Yeah, somebody fucking coax me into this, please. I'm like being a straight up hoe about this. All right, we're adding the 19.5 minus 120 is the play. And then the question is, what do we do with the double-double? Or do we just take the dimes? Motherfucker. This is what I hate. Is the points and assists or just, no, I'm not scared of the points. All right, so 19.5 is minus 120, and then we just talk about the double-double. That's what I'm adding to the card right now is the Collier is the points and assists now that we got him at 19.5. All right, and that's on DraftKings. Every time I think I'm out, they suck me back in. All right, full unit on that. That number is minus 132. All right. And then the double-double, I think it's still like damn near 3-1 and because that, I mean, I guess we could play the 9 if we wanted to, if we were like, well, but no, let's get the juice here. So Isaiah Collier, the best number was on DK. So it's either going to be Bet365 or DK with the best number for the DD. And then we're going to get to that Spurs Hornets game of promise, but I still really want to play the Walker Kessler rebounds, which sucks because I got the John Collins on there as well. Play here, double-double for Collier on here. We're looking at plus 235, and then on Bet365, we might have a better number here as well. Pull that up as well. Collier. Plus 310. Yeah. I mean, that's got to be better than the number we're getting on FanDuel as well, because they're not even giving us as good of a number on the PA. Just double checking this real quick. Combos. That past the combos. Plus 280. Yeah, so plus 310. Not a bad look, man. It's definitely worse, 0.3. All right, I'm going to sprinkle 0.3 on that as well, if you don't mind throwing that. So the double-double on Bet365 is plus 310. I missed out on a bit of juice there. I know that. But I'll live with it. That's what wishy-washiness gets you. All right, man. Let's get it, please. All right, keep going. I'm gonna see. We got plenty of time for y'all's looks as well. All right, that's what we got down. Let's get into a couple of the plays that we have from y'all, as David's helping us out getting that on the bottom line. So if you are coming in a little bit late, make sure you check the scroll on the bottom there, so that you don't miss out on any of these looks. I think, yeah, let's start back in that game, this SAS and Charlotte game, because I know a lot of y'all are talking about a couple of different bets, and I think we have some ways to play this. So let's get into it. I see, what do I see in here? Yeah, so for this game, we got Marcus talking about Miles Bridges, and we just got LaMelo ruled in. Doesn't scare me with his boards, but we'll take a look at it. Let's see. So Miles Bridges, I know we had Harrison Barnes. Yeah, we got a lot of looks for this game. I'm a little bit surprised, actually. And then, yeah, why did Fox assists go down, David Cruz? Why did they? I think they did because I think people are looking at this the wrong way. So let's start with San Antonio, honestly, before I get into Miles. For San Antonio, last game, Chris Paul had 11 points on how many shots? 9 shots. Okay, he still took 9 shots. Wemby was also sick in that game. He had 9 dimes. Oh, this is down to 6.5. Fuck, I thought this was at 7.5 or higher. I was going to go under on this. He had 9.5, or he had 9 dimes. He had 8 potential assists. If you guys are wondering, how do you have an assist without a potential assist? Potential assists come from a computer telling us if that was a potential assist or not. Assists come from a physical scorekeeper. We talked about this before on the show. So when you see he had more assists than potential assists, because it's not the same person or entity, because a robot's not a person, that is tracking the potential assists versus the regular assists. Hopefully that makes sense. The point is he didn't have even more than 8 or 9 potential assists in this game. The other thing that I wanted to know was who had the ball in their hands the whole damn time. Like, who was really the point guard of this team? Because they started Paul and De'Aaron with each other, and everybody thought, well, maybe that's going to mean that Paul is playing point guard and De'Aaron Fox going to play off ball, and that way De'Aaron Fox will get more points and Chris Paul will get more assists. Not the case. So if I go to players tracking data, I can look at touches, which helps me understand who had the ball in their hands, right? I'm going to look at the last game, and I'm just going to look at the San Antonio Spurs. This is all on, not behind a paywall. This is all NBA stats for those of you guys who are wondering. Like, you really don't need to pay for much these days if you just want to go ahead and get into this stuff. But yeah, Swish info is exactly right. Fox had 19 potential assists in this last game. Not only that, he had like 75% more touches than Chris Paul did. So just the touches were the first thing. Was like, well, who brought the ball up? It was clearly him. Even in the front court, still had way more touches than Chris Paul. Just Wemby had more overall touches once they got into the front court, because Wemby's never bringing the ball up. But Fox is the one running the show. And if you look at this through the lens of not just touches, but passes, and you look at last game, and you look at this Spurs team, and I don't need to do this on NBA stats. I can use Props Madness or other things, but just to show you things like passes made as well. De'Aaron Fox made way more passes. He received way more passes because he's up top getting the ball back all the time. He had 19 potential assists versus Paul's 8 recorded potential assists, which wasn't even second, right? It was third. Now, I'm a little bit scared of going under on Paul, to be honest. I mean, this fucking Hornets team is a tire fire. So who's even playing in this one? I think they're going to have KJ Simpson and now LaMelo, obviously, and then Nick Smith Jr. I don't know if anybody knows much about KJ Simpson, but I think we all know that Nick Smith and LaMelo Ball are not exactly A1 defenders. So like, there's going to be plenty of opportunity for all these dudes to get over. I think for I can't tell you why these went down for Chris Paul, or excuse me, for De'Aaron Fox on the dimes, but I'm wondering if we just drink the juice on him, or if we just take the really, really good number here. I mean, 19 potential assists, man. 19 against the Hawks. And yeah, the Hornets, I guess, are a little bit better at limiting assists because they don't play as fast. But as far as like opponent assist percentage, I mean, there's still plenty of point guards getting theirs against them. Neither of the Cavs guys, I don't really care about that. Even SGA got his. Yeah, a lot of guys getting theirs. And then when they consider like Garland and Mitchell similar players, but they're playing on the same team. So some of these unders, like, I'm not quite as worried about. Do we even bother with the 6.5, or do we just take, let me just look at what the Fox ass is here. So not first basket. Obviously, I mean assists. Why would I write ass? All right. So the 10 plus, 7 plus. Where's his core line? Let's just do De'Aaron Fox and stop fucking around. Yeah. Let's come back to that free sauce. Let me. You can leave that up, David. I'm gonna look at that in 1 second. Because I'm on the same page as my guy for sure. The assists or under 13 plus. Just give me the core line. Good God, this is first quarter points. Assists 6.5 minus 140. Meaning, and I can't get that. That's right. They don't do it by like that. So I'm going to have to look at DK also has 6.5 and so does FanDuel. So let's look at those two instead for the alt lines. Looking at this, let me make it a little wider. All right. Looking at the Los Spurs game. Let me get back here. Let's see. I still think we're good for the D-Fox dimes. And that was kind of what I was looking at before this game is like De'Aaron Fox to dime up in a new situation. He has weapons around him, obviously, such as Wemby. You don't want to come in and just be that guy. Plus 110 for the 8+ on DK. And over here on FanDuel for the 8+ is going to be... plus 130 for the 8+. Pretty good number there. Plus 130 for 8+ for De'Aaron Fox. Do we just take that instead of messing with the 7.5 or no 6.5 for minus 140? Or do we just drink the juice? Honestly, like why would we be scared of that? Still a lot unknown there. Yeah, I'm telling him I'll play it. I'm gonna play the 8+. I don't know if he's going to get 19 potentials, but I think we could reasonably put him. That means he played 37 minutes. That's 37 minutes that I'm not scared of. All right, 8.5. I'm just pulling the full unit on the 7.5 rather. This is going down. This is still going down, dude. This is still going down. Minus 140 on Bet365. Yeah, I thought Kyle was going to play in that game. We'll get back to that. I thought Kuz was going to play. It's also why I don't want to mess with much else. But fuck a Kuzma. Who cares about that? Still might be Bobby Portis's world. Fuck, I actually did kind of wish Kuzma wasn't playing. Now I'm just being wishy-washy again because they keep putting me in this shit awful position. So I'm going to be super pissed if I don't take the 6.5 and it's available. So I'm going to take that first of all for a unit and then a little sprinkle. Okay, great. Wonderful. Now Bobby Portis. Oh shit. Can we get to it before? No, it's already going to be down, right? I am going to be betting on these De'Aaron Fox assists, but I'm so glad we got the 20+ for Bobby Poe in. Now his line's going to be at 20+ points. All right, we'll come back to that because that Giannis thing fucks everything up. Let's take De'Aaron Fox, 6.5 assists on the over, minus 140, poor favor. And let's fucking go, man. Now I'm getting pumped. That Bobby Portis CLV is going to be goddamn amazing. Now I'm so pissed I didn't put... Take it. We'll take it. All right, so we're going De'Aaron Fox, if we could, please, David. Over 6.5 assists, minus 140 on B365. I'm just playing the one unit on that. I'm not going to try to get greedy. The question is then, do we just sprinkle on the double-double? Let me see. What are we getting for the... Because I know the double-double is definitely a look. Let me get back to this right here. Combos. Because this is where the better number was. De'Aaron Fox double-double is plus 310. Wow. And if we're looking at the player assists for him, come back here. God, I hate this. Player assists. No, player assists. Jesus Christ. Player assists for him. De'Aaron Fox plus. What is the 9+ is plus 195, and then the 10+ is plus 330. So we should just be playing that, right? I don't think we expect him to be getting a ton of the boards. The Dorcher Chamber is out. I don't know. That game's nasty business, though. Let me know what you do with that, Free Sauce, and just see what you do with that. Yeah, I mean 7. So this is just about the assists. So you just take 10+ assists for him. What is it over here for D Fox as well? Going back to what team is he on again? I was going to the Kings game. All right, player assists 10+ plus 300. So yeah, plus 310 is nice. Let's see, 10 plus assists over here, plus 350 on B365 for this. So I think you just do that over the double-double for D Fox. There's no reason to mess with it. I mean, 10 points, great, but you get more for the he's not getting the 10 boards, I don't think. If he does, then fuck me, I'm an idiot. But plus 350 for the 10 plus assists, I think we just skip the plus 200 for the 9. Do we? Because that's actually not a bad number. 9 plus 330. Are they offering anything like that over here? We getting all assists for De'Aaron Fox. Sometimes the least sexy part of this is that you just have to like shop your shit. It's like the most fucking grueling part of this. My bad. So then 9.5. So 10 is going to be plus 350. What was it over here? Plus 350 for the 10 plus assists. Do we even sprinkle on the 9 plus, which is not bad? I mean, plus 195. Just 0.3 on both of them. Yeah, I don't really want to miss out on the 9 plus either, so I'm gonna do that. All right, I'm gonna ladder that truly with the De'Aaron Fox assists. It's gonna be Fox 9 plus assists is plus 195 on DK. Gonna go with 0.5 on that to win back 1, and then we're going all the way up to Fox 10 plus assists, which is plus 310 on plus 350 on Bet365 for 0.3U. All right. All right. Getting freaky with it. This may come back, but that's where I'm at. All right, got that shit on the card. I agree. If I'm gonna hit the 10, I'm gonna hit the 9. So there we go. Miles Bridges on the boards or the rebounds. Like I can see it. I get it. I'm tired of playing this game with him. I don't even know what this has to do with anymore. It's like weird that without LaMelo somehow impacts it. Like LaMelo's getting boards, but if you do this without LaMelo, it's like shit I don't feel like messing with. Like, what's the logic here? Why does he get more with Melo? He's playing hella minutes with or without Melo. There's nobody else on this team, but he's getting more boards with Melo. I guess I could watch the tape and see where he's standing, but I don't even feel like messing with that. So that's where I'm at with this one. I'm not sure if I'm missing anything. I know there was a Harrison Barnes look in this game as well. Let's see. We haven't even touched a couple other games though. So I do want to get into what do we have here? Yeah, we've only got a few minutes. So let me get into 76ers Pistons. And we don't have a Cade Cunningham. Dave, we don't have a Cade Cunningham update. Is that correct?
Let me double check.
Okay. Because that's huge.
No, not yet.
Yeah. Okay. Then I guess that's why. And I don't really want to bet on much else with the with Philly, to be honest with you. Now that this is like the 11th game that they're going to have all their guys back for Joel, Paul George, and Maxey all playing together. Like I don't even know. I was looking at Oscar Thompson. His boards are still at 5.5. I think it's probably a 50-50 bet. So all right, let me look at since I know you brought it up. Like bring up Harrison for a second. You were talking about Harrison PRA, right? That was the look. I don't know about adding the assist, to be honest. Even at 1.5, I don't feel the need to add that. But the boards, we've been getting some pretty decent boards from him. 23 minutes does scare you. So he played 23 minutes in that first game with our boy back. And I know Free Sauce brought up Keldon Johnson unders because he lost the minutes in this last game. I'm a little bit scared that I don't know exactly who's going to be doing what. I don't feel the need to add the assist here either. So if I did PR under for him, it's 12.5. You've got to cap him at, let's say we cap him at 20 minutes, right? And let's say we think he's going to play at least 10. I mean, he's usually going to play 15. Well, let's say he plays at least 10. So yeah, I mean, this is still a good look, but even in 10 to 20 minutes, he's still at about 12 PR, and at the PRA as well, I would imagine. Yeah, 13 PRA. It's at 12.5. So I don't think it's really worth it for an under for KJ, just because even if he plays low minutes, they've already accounted for that with the books. If we look at the Harrison Barnes idea, this one intrigues me at the points and rebounds. I don't know. I mean, the rebounds especially 3.5. Like he's not going to be losing minutes. Where's Sohan at? We don't even have Sohan's. Yeah. So Sohan, what did he do last game? So he's at 27, 21. Maybe they think that Sohan's starting to overtake Harrison, perhaps, and they're going to play him more minutes. So that would be the scary thing with Harrison. But I agree with you that like he's been balling, getting boards as well. I mean, in these last bunch of games here, now, granted, he's playing about the same amount. That's cool. So there's just I don't know what to do with these rotations right now with that front court. So I'm kind of out on anything to do with HB. I just don't know enough about that. So we're gonna sit that one out. What about Musa? Who else is playing center for this position or for this team? So like, yeah, they're not giving us real Musa bets here. We'll have to come back to that. Fuck this game. All right, let me get back into the comments. Look at these star plays real quick. But if you have not yet done so, go ahead and give that video a like. Goes a super long way. I am going to be coming out tonight with the video, an episode for tomorrow with the 11 games that we're going to have on the slate. And also one more reminder for y'all that if you want to jump in to the VIP, still have about 53.5 units as I look at it. You can do so. You can get a free month in the VIP if you just sign up for any of the sports books that are listed below me. Also listed in the description of the video. They're linked there. Go ahead and sign up for one of those. Use code LYB. Send me a screenshot showing me that you did that. You can do that on at JLBoogie on Twitter and Discord. Where you at? If you do that, I will be able to get you that free month. So go ahead and sign up for any of these books. Use code LYB. Screenshot that to me at JLBoogie on Twitter and Discord, and we'll get you that free month in the VIP. All right, getting to a couple more of these looks that you guys have. Let me just put this up here and see which we're looking at anywhere and see if anything stands out. All right, I'm looking. Yeah, so just be careful with this. I was talking about this earlier. Chet's PRA, I'm scared to go over, but I'm more scared to go under. So I think I'd be looking at, instead of the PRA, though, I'd be looking at like points. I don't know how he's going to fit into this team, but I think they're going to give him a lot of shots in this game. I think they're going to get him involved on the offense and just let him kind of feel free for the 17 to 20 minutes that he's playing on the floor today. I do like the over on some of it. I don't know about the dimes. I don't know how it fits in. I don't even know about the rebounds and how they fit in, but I think on offense that they'll be looking for him. Castle, yes. Castle's the one who got bumped to the bench weirdly, so I'm a little bit weary of his stuff too, but rebounds is not bad. And the assists, I see what you're saying there for him. Probably going to pass on any more from that game, to be honest. Let's see. Cody's taken under on the Dick threes, right? He hasn't hit the, let me know what you're talking about, Cody. Is it the threes or the assists? We got to listen to Cody, our residential Toronto fan as well. So I'll wait to hear from you on that one, Cody. Yeah, I know. I can hear you on that, Michael. As far as the DeFox shots, like this could be a sort of switcheroo where last game he still played 37 minutes. What did he have in the shots department? Let me just see one more time. His points, he took, and he still took 22 shots and had 19 potential assists in 37 minutes. I think he's a little bit more blowout proof than normal. They'll keep him out there longer than you might expect because it's like we got to get him integrated with the team. So you're going to want him out there, right? And you're going to want to test different lineups with him and keep him out there as the sort of like test dummy, and then everybody around him is just sort of seeing how they play with him. So I'm not worried about it because of the volume and the minutes. That's kind of where I'm at with that. Let's see. I actually kind of don't mind this look from Carissa as well. Talking about Isaiah Joe and some points. Maybe we do look at some backups here for the Thunder, who are going to win this game by 9,762,434 points, I believe. So let's see. Isaiah Joe, he's up to 11.5. You can probably get him. Yeah, he's up to 11.5 now. Obviously, he had a really good game last time. Yeah, that's a good point to Rudy. 21 points. And yeah, see, nobody's getting – this could be anybody, man. All right, I'll look at the threes because that's the only thing is, like, I hate having to figure out which one of these backups for the Thunder is going to do it. So we got Caruso in. I know we got Kason Wallace out, though. I do know that. But that might just mean that they want Caruso out there for more I'm just kind of splitting hairs at this point. All right, let's look at the Grady Dick stuff. This is a tough matchup. It's minus 180, though. So yeah, that's gone though, bro. The Grady Dick threes, somebody probably nuked that already. Go see Mike saying Kuzma and Sims are both available to play for the Bucks. Try not to be too greedy with Bobby. Yeah, I already got my Bobby stuff in. I even if that's the case, now Bobby's starting though, so it's game set match. Like his stuff should be at 19.5, 20. The Sims and Kuzma stuff, I'm not quite as worried about. They might give him minutes, but those are the second unit guys. So, but good luck to always think about that. Quickly over 14.5. See while we're on that. You're not going to get me to take much else. I don't know how many minutes he's going to play. He just played 21. And you are talking about a defense that does everything that he wants, stops everything he wants to do. Like he's not scoring off the spot up. He's on ball. right? So he's either going to be pick and roll ball handler trying to shoot pull-ups. That's not how you can't take those dudes against OKC. You got to take the spot ups against OKC. Like I'd actually prefer like a Jacoby Walter over. He's at 11.5 points. Thought we might get him at like 9 or 10.5, to be honest, but it's spot up shooter. So like, he's going to have the opportunity to pull some shots. He's shooting about 16% of his shots from the corner. You can see that against this team, they're going to be worse in the corner. They say it's worse in this corner. I don't really care. It's either corner. So this is a potential look as well, as he's shooting a lot from three as a spot up shooter. So Jacoby Walter would be my preferred guy there before I went to Grady Dick. And to Cody's point, like, you might even be able to get something on Grady Dick under threes at 2.5. It's minus 180. So, all right, that is going to do it for right now. I need the Cade news, and I got to get some more plays up in the VIP after a couple of days off, but we are going to be back tomorrow as well, y'all. So definitely tune in 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Normally we go a little early on Saturdays. We're going to go 5:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow because we got games starting at 7 p.m. Eastern like normal. So hope to see y'all there. Going to have an episode out tonight. Definitely give this video a like if you got anything out of this. Got a lot of people in here at this point, so much appreciated. And we are back, like coming back with a vengeance and not missing anything. Also going to drop my Super Bowl plays in the VIP for you guys as well, and have some Super Bowl shows this weekend. So hope to see y'all there. Definitely subscribe and get those notifications on so you don't miss any of this stuff. Best of luck tonight. And until I see y'all tomorrow, happy betting.